welcome to another video, or if this is your first video of mine, hey, how you doing? Today I am bringing you my February book haul, and I've done it again, where I've ended up with 10 books without spending any of my own real money. I'm doing really well so far at this not spending real cash on books thing. So, to explain, if you're not familiar with one of my 2018 reading goals, it was to put myself to a 3-to-1 book buying ratio, so for every 3 books I read I could buy 1, but I wasn't including gifts, gift vouchers, loyalty card points, things like that in that. So last month none of the books that I bought counted towards that, and this month none of the books that I've bought count towards that, because it's all gift cards, loyalty points, and gifts from people. So, without further rambling about how proud I am of not spending any of my own money, let's just crack on with it, shall we? So the first 2 on this list I have got from an Amazon voucher. My aunt and uncle came over for my sister's birthday and I hadn't seen them since like before Christmas, and they came bearing Christmas card saying, you know, sorry we haven't seen you since, but here's your Christmas card, and it had an Amazon voucher in it. So I bought a couple of books from Amazon. The first one that I got is Girls Made of Snow and Glass by Melissa Bashardoust? I don't know how to pronounce that, but this, for me, seems really intriguing. It's a really floppy American paperback, which I love. But this is a Snow White retelling. I did know more about this when I bought it, but it seems to have all slipped my mind, but here we go. Mina, the stepmother queen, Lynette, the beautiful princess, 2 young women doomed to be rivals from the start. So yeah, Snow White retelling. Sounds really cool. I think the cover is beautiful. I've seen some good things about it. To be honest, I haven't seen much about it, but the few things that I have seen have been good. So I'm interested in this. I think it's really pretty and sounds really interesting, and the flop makes me so happy. The second book that I then got with that Amazon voucher is another floppy American paperback, and that is Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. This I've already read, but I won't talk about that right now. But obviously this was an Owlcrate book. I wasn't subscribed to Owlcrate for that period. But it looked really interesting, and it came out in paperback, and I'm more for paperbacks than I am hardbacks, so I thought I'd give it a whack. Had the Amazon voucher, you know, I don't think we can even get this in the UK. Don't think it's released in the UK at all. So Amazon, US paperback, floppiness. This is about the daughter of the Pirate King, if the title wouldn't have given that away to you. To be honest, going into it, I didn't know much more than that, other than apparently this main girl was like really kick-ass. Being a daughter of the Pirate King, I would assume so. Otherwise, I'll keep my mouth shut until my wrap-up. I got that one. I still had some remaining Waterstones vouchers, so I nipped into Waterstones and got a couple of books on the buy one, get one half price deal thing that they always have going on. The first one of these I'm super excited about, and I'm so glad that this has been released in the UK and in paperback. Scythe by Neil Shusterman. This I'm really excited about. I've seen nothing but good things about this. I don't think I've seen anyone not enjoy this book. It seems really interesting. So this is set in like a utopian world where there is no death, no disease, no one dies. So there are sides who get to pick and choose who lives and who dies. And our main characters are like competing, sort of, like in a rivalry to become the next Scythe, and it seems really cool. It's been blurbed by Maggie Stiefvater up here, and it says the true successor to the Hunger Games. I haven't read the Hunger Games, but I trust Maggie Stiefvater's opinion, and, you know, everyone else that I've seen has read this, has loved it, and I trust all of their opinions, so I'm pumped by this, and I'm just really happy to have it in a paperback copy and for it to be out in the UK. I know that the sequel is now already out in the US, so I'll have to wait a little while to get that one, but I'm pleased. And then as the partner to my buy one get one half price, I got Simon versus the Homo sapiens Agenda. I'm not a contemporary person. But, you know, with the run-up to the movie and stuff, everyone's been reading this and loving it, and again, it's one of them things that I just haven't seen anything bad about, and I want to be involved in the hype. And there's definitely a lot of hype around this one, so I'm gonna be, you know, I'm intrigued to see how I feel about this and such, because, you know, I haven't seen any bad opinions, but I naturally don't really lean towards contemporary, so we'll see how that sits with me. But, you know, there are a fair few people that I've seen, you know, that also don't lean towards contemporaries really loving this, so there we go. The rest of these books are all gifts from Jake. Jake went a little bit OTT on buying me books for Valentine's Day. He did really, really well, really pleased with this stack of books, but honestly, he went there. To be honest, he would have just looked on my Amazon wishlist, so I can't give him too much credit, but he went there and he did well. So let's crack through these. The first one is The Crown's Game by Evelyn Skye. Again, this is another US floppy paperback. I love it. I love it so much. This, I originally didn't have too much of an interest in. I'd heard some mixed things about it, how it was sort of similar to The Night Circus but not as good and blah blah blah. But I don't know when I really had this realisation, but I'm really into like Russian folklore and Russian set stories. This is set in Russia, so my opinion completely changed when I realised this is set in Russia and realised how much I've been loving like Russian based stories. So I'm really excited about this, and I cannot wait to dive in. Otherwise, I don't really know too much about what it's about. I think it's like a competition-based thing where the two main characters are in competitions to become the Tsar's magician or something. Oh yes, the Tsar's enchanter. So yeah, I'm excited by this. Magical competition, I get how it's similar to The Night Circus, but, you know, I'm just excited. I'm excited. Next up, he got me Zenith by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. I've seen some very mixed things about this book. I'm personally very excited. I like sci-fi, and I don't know what it is, but I realised that a lot of people in this sort of community are a bit iffy about sci-fi. I really like it, and I don't know if that's why I've seen so many mixed things. People are just picking it up because it's Sasha's book and everyone loves Sasha, and because they're iffy about sci-fi, maybe they're then not enjoying it as much as they would have thought because it's hardcore sci-fi, if anyone missed out on that. So I don't know, but I don't know, I feel like from the reviews I've seen, people, not that people aren't being genuine, but I feel like people are trying really hard to be nice about it, but really they didn't enjoy it that much. I don't know. I'm excited though because I love sci-fi. This is everyone knows what Zenith is about by now, don't they? Andy and her all-girl space crew and a bounty hunter from her past. Literally, that's what it says on the back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a hefty book, I give it that. It is a hefty book. We'll see. Next up, he got me Invictus by Ryan Groudon. This is the Quarterly Book Club's book of the quarter for the spring quarter. The live stream will be March sometime. April. I don't know, but the live stream for this will be at some point. I don't know too much about this, and I kind of want to leave it at that because the cover tells me enough. The future's hope is in the past, so obviously there's going to be some sort of time travel element there, which leads me to think sci-fi, blah blah blah. We'll see. I'm going to go in blind to this, but I am looking forward to it. Obviously I'm looking forward to it a big chunk because it is the Quarterly Book Club's pick, so it means that we all get to come together and chat about it, and that in itself is exciting, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. This is one that's kind of been like on my radar for a really long time. It's been really popular, and I've kind of never really wanted to pick it up. And then I had a change of heart and wanted to pick it up, so put it on my wish list, and now I've got it. Perfect for fans of Game of Thrones. I feel like this is going to be better for me than Game of Thrones was, because I've heard it's like a YA equivalent sort of thing, and you know, I enjoyed what I read of Game of Thrones, but it was heavy and took too long for things to happen for me at this point in my life. I think I've discussed this before, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like this might be just better for my palate at the minute. I'm excited. I know that a lot of people really love this, so we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. Next up, he got me Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon Maguire. This, again, is one I'm really excited about because I've seen so many people rave about it, and every time anyone picks this up, I'm always surprised by how small it is, and then when I actually opened it, I was shocked by how small it is. Even though everyone goes on about how small it is, it still surprised me. So this is like 170 pages. It's ditty. But everyone, again, knows what this book is about. It is children being rehabilitated into the world after they've come back from their, like, fantasy experiences, like kids coming back from Narnia and stuff, and I'm excited. It's a really small book, so it'll help towards the reading goal, but I'm excited by this. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so I'm looking forward to it. And last up is another one that I know absolutely nothing about, and that is The Bone Witch by Rin Chupeco? I don't know. Yeah, this is one that I also know, like, nothing about, but the cover is beautiful, and I seem to have seen a few people haul this recently. I don't know if, like, there's a sequel coming out soon or something. I should probably be more educated on that, but this seems to have had a little uprising, at least in the people that I watch and pay attention to. So I picked it up. I believe it's about a girl who can raise the dead, and she doesn't mean to raise her brother from the dead, but she does. Yes, let me be clear, I never intended to raise my brother from his grave, though he may claim otherwise. So it looks kind of creepy, but it sounds kind of funny, so I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, but I don't know much about it, so there we are. Although, let's be honest, shall we? I'm looking forward to all of these books. Like, if I wasn't looking forward to them, they wouldn't be here because I either bought them myself with vouchers or they were in my wish list. So yeah, I'm excited about all of them, but there we are. If you have read any of these books, if you have any opinions you would like to share about any of these books, then please chat to me down in the comments. Obviously don't spoil anything for me because I haven't read most of them yet, excluding Daughter of the Pirate King, but I'll get to that in my wrap up. My camera is flashing that it's got no battery, so I need to hurry up and wrap this up. If you have enjoyed this little haul, then give us a thumbs up, chat to me down in the comments about all sorts and everything. If you aren't subscribed and fancy subscribing, I'm always eternally grateful for that. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday and some odd days in between if I'm feeling generous, and I will see you next time. Bye!